Your digital life is part of your estate, and it's more than cryptocurrency. How we organize and give authority to handle them before something happens really does matter. I'm 𝗪𝗵𝗁 of Zammitti Law. We're an estate planning practice in New York and New Jersey. We provide peace of mind to families through our high client value services. If you are in need of help in the estate planning arena or administering an estate after someone's passing, we can help. You can reach out to us for a free consultation at 𝗪𝗵𝗪𝗁.com. And speaking of value, we're also here educating on a regular basis. So ask questions and don't forget to share so we can help some folks together along the way. Now, outside of crypto, which is the obvious digital asset, there's online banking, which everybody does nowadays. There's PayPal, there's investment accounts, there's family photos, your email, social media, websites, online business stores. All of this is digital assets. They carry sometimes financial value, but also sometimes sentimental, emotional value with photos and things like that. Without planning, your heirs may never have any access to these things or even know they exist. So while the law is still catching up a bit and is touch and go in certain areas, there are states that have instituted a particular Digital Asset Act that allows executors with the authority to access it. Now, keep in mind, I'm not sure if this also applies to trustees. It would be nice if it did, but we certainly don't necessarily want to have it going through the probate process for an executor to have access. If we incorporate it under a trust with the proper authorities, it's a little bit more seamless and allows that person to gain access a little easier. And keep in mind that the probate process is a public process. So folks in the outside world would be aware that this is happening relative to those assets. That's why, estate planning for digital assets really do matter, right? Add them to a trust, keep an updated list of what accounts you have, use some sort of password manager to, keep a good record of what you hold and how to access those things. Digital vaults, obviously, could store logins in some form or fashion to make sure that your family members will have the proper authority to get to what they need to get to. And perhaps considering a tech-savvy trustee of some kind that knows how to deal with all the digital stuff, right? Naming mom and dad are in their 70s may not be the good choice for those types of things. But of course, there's also outside help. If that's who you trust to manage things, they just need to seek assistance from the proper people so they can do these things. Failing to plan, however, can really mean lost assets, could create family disputes, and just extra headache, concern, and maybe disappointment, right? If they've lost maybe wonderful photos or things like that would be available otherwise to the family. And you want to make this administrative process as easy as you can and smoother throughout for the people you care about. It really requires you thinking through everything. And digital assets being a big part of our estate nowadays is a piece of that. Again, I'm 𝗪𝗵𝗁 of Zammitti Law. We're an estate planning practice in New York and New Jersey. We provide peace of mind to families through our high client value services. If you do need help setting up your estate plan or administering a plan or a lack of one after someone's passing, you can reach us for some help. We offer free consultations, and you can schedule that at 𝗪𝗵𝗪𝗁.com. We hope you've learned something new here today. Please don't forget to share. And as always, take care. Bye-bye.